Hi guys, this is Michael Orrell from MobileBurn.com, and today I have with me a very orange Nokia N8 smartphone. This is Nokia's first Symbian 3 smartphone. It also features a 12 megapixel camera on the back that can record 720p HD video. It's available for pre-order now from Nokia USA for $549. So here's the box. You can see it's bright blue, kind of shiny, pretty narrow. Open it up and see what we've got. So here is the N8 itself. Set that aside. There's a card here. It looks to tell you how to get to the SIM card and the micro SD card slot on the side of the phone. We'll take a look at that later. Let's open up and see what we've got. First up here, this appears to be a micro USB to USB host adapter for using a keyboard or something on the device. So I'll have to check that out. This one here, some sort of HDMI adapter, I believe. Here is a regular narrow, small Nokia charger. This is obviously an EU edition device. You can see the EU plug on it. You can charge through the micro USB port though as well. Here's another cable. This is a regular micro USB to USB adapter, so you could see technically this cable should fit into this cable since this one's the host side. Pair of headphones in here, earbuds, extra different sized earbuds, look decent. A full suite of music controls right there, volume control, call-in button, and a clip. So pretty decent set of headphones, at least in terms of features. I don't know what they sound like yet though. And of course we've got some paperwork. Not even sure what that says. It looks like it's in Finnish. So let's just assume that these are user guides and things like that, and that the US edition will come with similar packaging. Okay, so here we have the N8. Pull off protective coating here on the 3.5-inch display. The resolution on the display is what they call NHD. It's basically a quarter of 720p HD video, and that means it's 640 by 360. It's a 16 by 9 format display. Anodized metal. Everything feels really nice on this. There's no slider mechanism or anything like that. Let's take a look at the controls on it. Here's the micro USB port. Possibly a secondary microphone hole right there, I'm not sure. This is the dual covers for the SIM card slot and the micro SD memory card slot. And it's kind of difficult to get in there without hurting yourself. Not the best design in the world, just a little difficult. And you can see there's just these little rubber things that stick out here on the edge, and so I've got my SIM card in there already, just so we have something to work with. And there's no micro SD card in there yet because the device has so much internal storage. This one I believe has 16 gig built in. Let's see if I can push those back in. There we go. Okay. And then on the back of the phone, of course, is the 12 megapixel camera with Carl Zeiss optics. Take off these coatings. You can see we've got a big, it looks like a Xenon flash there, really nice. It says it's a 2.8 28 millimeter lens. I'm sure that's 28 millimeter equivalent to in terms of 35 millimeter cameras, so it should be a fairly wide angle view. On the right hand edge of the phone we've got volume controls. You can see the nice beveled metal edging around it, really pretty. A sprung lock mechanism, I'm sure, with a really grippy ridge on, surface on it. And again, same kind of beveled look around the camera shutter button. And of course you see these hex bolt here, the helix bolts. Really good looking package. You will notice that the camera part makes the phone quite a bit thicker. It's about 13.5 millimeters thick here, and this adds another couple of millimeters at least. The entire device weighs about 135 grams. I just weighed it a second ago. So as you might have noticed, there's no easy way to get the rear cover off to gain access to the
battery compartment. I'm assuming we could probably get to it if we undid those bolts there, but I'm not really looking to do that right now. I can tell you though that it has a 1200 milliamp hour battery that's good for about 6 hours of talk time or up to 16 days of standby time. On the bottom of the phone we've got this gloss black area. I'm imagining there's probably antenna circuitry down there. You can also see the little small Nokia power port. Up top we've got 3.5mm headphone jack, a power button, and also the HDMI cover. Also a little bit difficult to deal with. You can see there's the HDMI jack. Let's see if I can get this back in. Again, not a fantastic design if you ask me, but really everything else is really quite exceptional on it. We can see forward-facing cameras and there's sensors and everything. And of course just the little text that says N8 there. So let's power up the phone and see what we've got. Okay, so I've powered up the device and I'm going to unlock it right now by holding down the unlock button here. Here's the home screen. You can see right now we've got 3 different home screen panels with some widgets on them. I've actually gone ahead and set up some things just so we can get right down to brass tacks and see something interesting. First off, you can see you can swipe as well as use this control down here at the bottom. I find the swiping doesn't work all that well though, and just the lag behind it makes it feel off. We do have an AMOLED display though, so you can see really nice saturated colors here and deep blacks. Everything looks pretty cool. If you long press on the display, you can throw it into edit mode. You can also do that just from say edit home screen here, and we can say add new widgets, say BBC News for example, and we'll add another one down here for say the FM transmitter function. Just hit done. Home screen works in both portrait and landscape modes. A little slow to switch though, but not a real problem. You can adjust the wallpaper on any individual home screen from inside that edit screen. Change wallpaper. Change it to an image. So we'll select something interesting. How about the desert? And we're all done, but you can see that the wallpapers on the other panels stayed the same, so you can put a custom wallpaper on each of the 3 home screen panels. So let's continue looking at the home screen here. You can see everything is pretty much an active widget. Tap on the clock and you can set a new alarm. Tap here where it says general and you can change which profile you want to put the phone in. So we'll put it in meeting mode here. Presume that if we tap there, we'll get to the calendar. And of course, we should be able to switch views of the calendar quite easily. Go back to the home screen. You'll also notice that these widgets are scrollable within the widget itself. Can sometimes make it a little difficult to swipe panels. For example, if I'm trying to swipe from one panel to the next and I keep doing it there, I'll keep scrolling the widget instead. So you have to be careful where you swipe from, but it is kind of cool that you have that kind of flexibility within the widget itself. And as we also saw, this is the social media one. You can go through and see all sorts of stuff here. You can see music. And we'll play one of these and go back to the home screen. And hopefully we'll see music controls and album art right there. And there are other widgets, like here's one for the next appointment. Takes you right there, and of course you can still switch to the different views easily. Notice whenever you press this hardware button though, it always takes you back to this home screen. This is the main home screen panel. And just to see what happens, I'm going to delete this home screen. Now you can see we've got 2. We can create a new one. Just randomly pick something for a couple of widgets. And we'll say we're done. You notice there's no longer an item that says new home screen, so we seem to be limited to just those three.